Hello! Today we're going to learn how to research, specifically how to research using the research guide. For this lesson, you will need your research paper notes, which should look like this, and your topic sheet, which should look like this. Now, our goal today is to help you take this and over a time period of about a week, turn it into this. Now, the first thing you're going to do is write your name, your topic, and your thesis statement. Your topic will come from this topic choice worksheet. My topic is actually going to be single-sex schools. And my thesis statement or claim is that single-sex schools provide a limited educational experience for students. So, you should be getting these from your topic choice worksheet. Your topic should come from here. Your thesis or your claim should come from right here. Stop the video and do that right now. Next, you are going to fill in your 5 questions. These should be the 5 questions that you emailed to me and checked with me. So here you can see that I have filled in these 5 questions. Do single-sex schools help students learn better? Are there public schools that are single-sex schools and where, etc.? You'll have your 5 questions along this side here. Now, what you're going to do is you are going to go to this website. So go ahead and copy this link. This is called ProQuest or Sears. So if you hear me call this Sears, this is what I'm talking about. Your username is 50588SLH or the Storm Lake zip code, and then SLH for Storm Lake High. And that username is right here. The password is right here, PLAEA 8. Now, you're going to click on Sears Knowledge Source, and it will take you, So, what you're going to do here is you're going to go down to where it says Browse All Pro-Con Issues. And here, you're going to scroll down through this list of topics, which are in alphabetical order, until you find your topic. So mine is single-sex schools and classrooms. Single-sex schools and classrooms. I'm going to click on that, and it gives me a summary of the issue right here. It tells me what those in favor of single-sex education believe, and if I click here on Read More, it tells me what those opposed to single-sex classrooms believe. Now, I am opposed to single-sex classrooms. I do not believe that boys and girls should be separate, like in this cartoon here. So, I want to find articles that agree with me. I want this viewpoint 2 that says single-sex classrooms reinforce stereotypes, because that's going to be a negative argument. This over here, students learn better in a single-sex environment, isn't going to support my position. So I can click on any of these articles and they're probably going to support my point. Okay, now that I have an article, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the bottom here and I'm going to copy this citation. Since this is an English class, we are going to use MLA format. Now, in college or even here in high school, if you're writing for a science class, if you're writing for a psychology class, you're going to use this APA format. But in English, the correct format, in an English language arts class, the correct format is this MLA format. So we're going to click copy here. Then I'm going to go to my research notes, and up here where it says citation, I'm going to paste. This is to let me know what article it is and where my information came from. So the next time you need to use this article, you can just copy this title and you can paste it in this search box. Now, the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read this summary to make sure that this article is going to answer my research questions over here, to make sure this is talking about what I want it to talk about. Now, in the end, your research paper notes are going to look like this. You're going to have a citation for each one, and every article is going to answer at least 3 questions. So here, for source 1, we have an answer to question 1, an answer to question 2, and an answer to question 5. Now, some sources are going to be really good sources, and they're going to answer all 5 questions, like source 3 and source 4. Just because you found answers to 3 questions doesn't mean you should stop, because you're going to be using these to write a paper. And the more information you have, the better your paper will be. If your source only answers 2 questions, it's not a good source. Don't use it. Also, you need to be able to answer each question from at least 3 different sources. So here, question 1, do single-sex schools help students learn better? We have 5 different answers for this. Question 2, are there public schools that are single-sex? We have 5 different answers for this. Question 3, what are teacher and leadership experiences in teaching at a single-sex school? We only have 3 answers for this, but that's okay because we only need 3 answers. Now, 4 answers is better, 5 answers is even better, because it gives you more choices for a quality paper. If one of these people doesn't really agree with you, you're going to have a hard time writing your paragraph later. But, back to researching. So, I'm going to read through my summary and see if it matches what I'm hoping to talk about. So, right now, go to your topic, find an article, copy the citation, and read the summary. Okay, so now I read through this summary, and from this, it's talking about the research showing that successful schools do certain things that benefit students, whether boys and girls learn together or apart. So basically, it's saying that any school can do certain things that help all students, boys and girls, learn. It also says that single-sex classrooms can be harmful because they promote stereotypes. So this is a good article. This is focused on my topic. So my next step is to read the whole article. Now, I know that sometimes that might seem like a lot, but this is very important so that you really understand what you're writing about. It's also important because the next thing you're going to do is write a summary down here, a 5-sentence summary. So, I know that reading these articles will be a lot to read, so one thing that you can do if you get tired of reading is click on this listen button up here. And if you drag this little bar, it will play the article for you. Now, this guy's voice is really boring, so I don't recommend this all the time. You might fall asleep. But if you're having trouble staying focused, listening to him read could be a good way to help you focus along with the article. Another thing you can do, because I realize that these articles will have a lot of words that you may not know, is right-click on the word, and it'll give you this look up the word. So let's say we want to look up the word conjures. You'll right-click on the word, and it will give you the dictionary definition to make something appear unexpectedly or seemingly from nowhere, as if by magic. And it will give you the thesaurus. It will give you synonyms, words that mean the same thing. So if we look here, the picture that his words conjured up: bring to mind, call to mind, evoke, summon up, recall. So the notion of boys and girls schools brings to mind rosy images of elite private institutions. Brings to mind makes more sense. Another useful feature of Sears is you can click here to save the article to Google Drive. Click Allow. And then this article will be in your Google Drive, and it will be easier for you to find next time. So go ahead and read through your article right now. Now, as you read, if you find important quotes or answers to some of your questions, answer those questions here. Okay, so I finished reading through my article, and as I read through my article, I answered the questions that I could answer. So, for example, right here, this paragraph is talking about the benefits and the costs of single-sex classrooms. And so I paraphrased this information to answer this question. Notice that I said this in my own words.
I did use the words test score